This is it.
Uh-huh. A little messy, but nice.
Messy. This is clean. You'll recognize messy by the end of the week. You might as well know going in. Up here in misdemeanor trials, it's going to be rotten. Long hours, short pay, greasy lunches. When you have a chance to get lunch.
I've heard all of the arguments against this job, Mr. Daniels.
Call me Sid. Nobody called me Mr. Daniels for my wife. Don't interrupt me when I'm making my welcoming speech to the new public defenders.
That was a welcome speech?
That was the nice part. You wait. You're going to lose 90% of your cases. And the ones you win will end up back in jail.
I still think I'm going to like this job no matter what the problem.
Oh, sorry.
One nice thing about this office, you get to meet a lot of girls. The only trouble is most of them are guilty.
There you are.
Thank you.
This is Valerie Stevens, another PD. Val, make Dennis feel welcome.
Glad to.
Hey, hold on. What is this? All he's supposed to feel is welcome.
Welcome, Mr. Stevens.
Thank you, Mrs. Stevens.
You mean you two?
Yep. And we're married, too.
Looks like you've got two Stevens to kick around now.
Yeah, I guess I do. That should be interesting.
I might as well finish the tour for the new kid, huh?
Okay. But I'd save any more of my welcomes for your lunch break.
Whenever that is, right?
Right.
Well, what would you like to see first?
I saw that this morning.
Come on, I'll show you my office. Well?
You never told me it was so, simple.
Well, it has one advantage.
Sorry, Val. I didn't know you were with a client.
I hate to disappoint you, Eddie, but this is my husband, Dennis. He's just showing the office. Dennis, this is Eddie Koufax.
Yeah, you just out of law school?
Nope. Just out of Adams, Robinson, and Weldon.
Hey, that's a great firm. Show business law. You mean you're leaving them for this? You couldn't cut it, huh?
Of course he could. Dennis just wasn't happy there.
They didn't pay you enough.
No, funny. Just that after 4 years, I began to think there must be something more to law than divorce, whiplash, and silicone poisoning cases.
You know, I've been trying to meet your old bosses for months.
So have most of the people who work there. But don't you like the public defender's office?
Oh, yeah, it's fine for a couple years' experience, but you gotta start thinking about the important things in life.
Like family, children.
Like money. You see, that's why I can't understand why you're leaving such a great law firm for this.
Just crazy, I guess.
And not about money.
Listen, Val, could you do me a big favor?
No.
Val, you don't even know what it is yet.
You want me to take one of your cases off your hands, right?
Right, will you?
No.
But this case is coming to court in a few days, and I'm busy. I mean, I have appointments lined up with 8 different firms.
Sorry, Eddie. I'm already overloaded with my own cases.
That's the trouble today. Nobody cares, do they?
I'll take the case, Eddie.
Dennis, don't.
Honey, I've got to start sometime.
Yeah, now this is the client, Bonnie Lee Calvin, charged with shoplifting. You're a good person, Dennis.
Good person. Well, now I'm really a public defender.
You mean now you're really a chump? Eddie tries to unload his cases all the time. We've all learned to say no.
I'm new. I'm still a yes.
Well, at least let me help you.
No, Val, I want to handle this all by myself.
Can't I do anything for you?
Yes. But not here. Well, aren't I lucky? Tonight, I get to wear the nice apron.
You know what I'm going to miss now that we're working together?
Flirting with the elevator boy.
Ask me what you did today at work. It was always fun.
Yes, and I had such fun saying, don't ask.
Well, I can still ask you what you did today in the washroom.
There's one problem we never counted on. Lack of things to talk about.
We talk about lots of things besides work. Don't we?
Sure we do. You start.
Well, who needs to talk? Let's fool around.
Darn it. But keep the thought, okay? Marty.
Hi, Dennis. Val?
Hi.
Hey, have you had dessert yet?
We were just going to have some.
Oh, good, because Carol made this great plan. We wanted to share it with you.
That's really sweet. Where is she?
Oh,
Hi. Had to take out the trash. 2 loads tonight.
Well, come on in, come on in.
Did Marty take out the trash?
Are you kidding? I work hard all day. When I come home, I want to relax.
Well, Carol works hard all day, too.
What work? She's home all day.
Cooking, cleaning, ironing.
Listen, Carol's my wife. She's supposed to do all that stuff.
There's nothing wrong with a man helping around the house. Plenty of men do.
Sal's right. Famous men, too.
Oh, yeah? Name one.
Well, Ozzie Nelson. He was always helping Harriet.
Yeah, but did you ever see him go to work?
Dennis works around the house.
Only until Val gets the hang of it.
Right. You've only been married for 6 years.
I just think it's nice if we split things up.
Well, so do we. I mean, she sets up the cave, and then I go out into the jungle and become the breadwinner.
Or the banana winner.
Well, speaking of the jungle, Dennis, how was your first day on the new job?
Very pleasant.
Just pleasant? Listen, Dennis, I'm not merely an interested friend. I happen to be your accountant. And when you give up a terrific salary to become poor and struggling, I'd like to hear that it's at least fantastic.
Marty, I'm sure I'm going to be much happier as a public defender.
Well, so will I. Now it'll be a lot easier to do your income tax return. Just use the short form.
Well, I think it's wonderful that Dennis wants to help the poor people who can't afford to hire a real lawyer. I really think it's wonderful.
Bonnie Lee?
Uh-huh.
I'm Mr. Stevens, your public defender.
What happened to the guy who was here before?
Oh, he's busy with another case. You don't mind my taking over, do you?
Are you kidding? I mean, you seem very nice, Mr. Stevens. Say, what's your first name?
Dennis.
Dennis. That was my daddy's name, I think.
You mean you're not sure what your father's name is?
I'm not sure who my father is.
Well, Bonnie Lee, maybe we better talk about your case.
What's to talk about? They'll find me guilty.
You're innocent until proven otherwise. Justice is on your side. Remember that.
You're new, aren't you?
You?
When you've been around, you'll see. Us poor people always lose.
I may be new, Bonnie Lee, but I have faith in the law. You should, too.
I don't think we're the same faith.
Let's discuss the case. Now, according to the police report, you were apprehended in front of Modern Mode Fashions with clothing in a shopping bag.
You mean the bridesmaid slips? Yes, it's true. But I didn't steal the stuff.
Well, suppose you tell me your side of the story and let me decide.
Well, I was in that store shopping for a matching slip and bra. It would have been my first matching set ever. And they were all so fine and sheer. You could see right through to my body.
Go on.
Well, I couldn't decide between the pink with the butterflies or the flesh-colored one. Which would you have picked?
The flesh. Butterflies was never my good color.
That's cute. Well, all of a sudden I remembered the parking meter was going to expire. So I ran out of the store, and I guess I threw the stuff in my bag. And that's when he nabbed me.
The store security officer.
The big, ugly, thin-lipped store security officer. Thin lips mean meanish, you know.
No, I didn't know.
Now, you have real nice, thick lips. That's sexy.
Bonnie Lee, you mean you didn't know you had the merchandise?
No, sir. I may be poor, but I'm honest, Mr. Stevens.
Dennis.
Okay.
Oh, Dennis, you fell for that story.
It was no story, Val. It was the truth. That girl is innocent.
Dennis, Bonnie Lee has been picked up before for picking pockets, purse snatching, and a few real good things. She's a very clever woman.
Woman? She's barely 19.
Billy the Kid was 12 when he killed his first man. But I guess I can't blame you. She is very attractive.
Oh, come on. You don't really believe I fell for a pretty face.
Did you?
Of course not. I fell for her story. I mean, I believe in her.
You can't take what she tells you too seriously.
Why not? She is my client.
She might be trying to win your sympathy.
I don't think so. I mean, she did say how she dropped out of school and her mother deserted her, but I let all that slide right past me.
It sounds that way.
All I took into consideration was she can't find a job and everybody's always pushing her around.
Dennis, you've got to look for the cold, objective facts in your cases.
Are you telling me how to practice law?
No, but I've been a public defender longer than you have.
Well, I've been a lawyer longer than you have.
2 days. And that's only because they sent my bar exam results to the wrong address.
Well, Val, I studied all the circumstances, and there is every reason to believe Bonnie Lee is telling me the truth.
There are more reasons to believe she isn't, all listed in her police record.
That's exactly it. You can't assume a person's guilty just because they have a rotten record.
Well, at least she's not trying to throw the blame. Most arrested people claim some dude did it.
Some dude?
They all say they're innocent. Some dude handed them a color TV. Some dude gave them the gun to hold. Some dude hired this strange girl in the massage parlor. One day they'll arrest a guy named Some Dude. Boy, is he in for trouble.
Some dude didn't lift 2 sets of slips and bras, and neither did Bonnie Lee. She's just a poor kid who's all alone.
Dennis, don't get emotionally involved with the case. You're only in for all kinds of headaches.
I swear I'm not personally interested in this case.
Oh, there you are, Dennis. Thanks to you, bail's all set.
Bail? You paid her bail?
Just a loan.
Well, what time do you want me?
Want you for what?
Dinner.
Some dude invited her over. What else could I do, Val? I couldn't let her stay in jail all alone. Tomatoes.
There's plenty of people there to keep her company.
You know what I mean? I felt sorry for her. I just thought maybe she could use a taste of home cooking and maybe a look at a stable home life.
Well, she'd better go to somebody else's stable. Right now, us cows aren't too contented.
Make a bigger deal out of this than it has to be. Just think of it as company for dinner. Shakers.
No, Dennis. Your parents come to dinner, that's company. When your defendants come to dinner, that's crazy. I just don't like it.
But you don't like it. I happen to be half of this team, too, you know. I like it. Spice rack.
I just want to help you. You're my husband, and I love you.
You're my wife, and I love you. But don't boss me around.
Boss you? When did I ever boss you?
When? When you tell me to take out the lawn. When you tell me it's my turn to shampoo the rug. When you tell me to paint the ceiling. Whenever you feel like it. Salt.
Wait a minute. I don't tell you to do those things. I ask you.
Great. Or can't you be more like other men's wives? Dependent. Obedient. Cooking. Pepper.
That's not a wife. That's a Cocker Spaniel. Why can't you be more like other wives' husbands? Working someplace else.
Oh, no. If anybody's going to quit, it's going to be you. Law's my career.
Well, it's not my hobby.
Hi. Hope you don't mind. The front door was open and I just...
What's so funny? I could use a laugh right now.
You in that apron. I've never seen a man wear one of those in my life.
Bonnie Lee, there's nothing wrong with a man wearing an apron.
I'm sorry, but he looks just like my mother.
Does it? That really does it. Stevens cooks no more.
Is that so? Well, in that case, Stevens fetches no more.
Does this mean dinner's off?
Yes. Carol, last night was the first time we've ever gone to bed mad at each other.
Oh, Marty and I do it all the time. It's kind of nice not having to talk to him.
But I like talking to Dennis.
Well, I bet he talked to you this morning.
He did.
I knew he couldn't stay mad at you. What did he say? I'm sorry?
Take the bus.
You mean he went to work without you? Well, did he at least take out the trash? I know he didn't make the coffee.
Carol, I can't really blame him for being upset. You should have seen him last night when Bonnie Lee laughed at him. He was so embarrassed.
He'll get over it. Dennis is a wonderful man.
He sure is. You know, Carol, maybe I should be less liberated. Maybe Dennis shouldn't do housework.
You mean you continue to work and still do all the housework?
Plenty of women do it. I guess I could.
Well, sure you could. It's not hard once you get it down to a system. If you could get the beds made and vacuum and dust before you went to work, do your marketing on your lunch hour, and then after dinner, do the laundry or the floors, sure, you could do it. Of course, if you really wanted to do it right, you'll let Dennis make all the decisions and handle all the money and give you an allowance.
Does Marty do all those things?
Oh, yes, I have my things and he has his. But of course, his things are all sitting and thinking things. Mine are all sweaty. But I don't have a job, too. But you could always quit work if the housework became too much for you. Val, we could do it together.
Together?
Together.
Well, that's right, Mr. Wellman. Well, that's right, Mr. Wellman. You know, Dennis Stevens is an old friend of mine. Yeah, and he speaks very fondly of you. Say, Mr. Wellman, could you tell me, why did Dennis really leave? Is it some sort of scandal? Really? Gee, that's what he said. What's it? Oh, yeah, I agree. It's a dead end at the public defender's office. No, I don't know why anybody would work there either.
What's that?
Oh, where am I now? Well, I'm working for a large non-profit organization, Story Development, and we do... Mr. Weldon, I'm going to have to get back to you. I said, it's just, now, Sid, you know I was just putting that guy on. I like it here. So sometimes I love it here. Sid, now, come on, you know you can't believe what you hear me say. I mean, believe me now, not on the phone. Sid, say something.
Oh, I'll say something, Eddie, and you listen. As long as you work for the county, you're working for us, you understand? And when you come here to work. You hear? To work. You leave your personal life out there. Now, are you in on this Rams-Packers pool or aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, Dennis. What's Val?
Probably transferring buses.
Oh, the Cold War's still on, huh?
I'm afraid so.
Gee, you know, it sure is great having you here, Dennis. I mean, the other guy didn't do anything but sharpen pencils.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear you kids are still fighting. You know, I never did approve of a husband and wife working together under the same roof.
Right now, I'm not sure it's even a good idea to live under the same roof.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My wife won't leave either.
Hi, Sid. Hi, Eddie.
Oh, hi, Val.
Dennis?
Hello.
Well, now the pleasantries are out of the way, I might as well get to work.
Me too.
Yeah, I should too. Trial's in half an hour.
Oh, by the way, how's our case coming?
I think I might get her off.
Barney?
Eddie, she happens to be innocent.
Well, I guess there's always a first time.
Val, I'm leaving for court now.
Care for a bus token?
I just thought that maybe, just maybe, you might at least have one good word for me.
Oh, Dennis, I do.
Yes?
We need butter. It's your turn to shop.
Good evening.
Oh, cheers.
The butter. Well, you can congratulate me. I did it.
You kicked a woman?
I won my case.
Oh. I already ate. There's some cold canned spaghetti if you're interested.
Maybe you didn't hear me. I said I won my case. Bonnie Lee was acquitted. Can't you even fake some enthusiasm?
Congratulations. I still say she's guilty.
12 impartial jurors say she's innocent. 12 strangers think I'm a terrific lawyer, but my wife thinks I'm lousy.
I didn't say that. The fact that you won only proves what I already knew.
The juries make mistakes.
That you're a terrific lawyer.
You really think that?
Of course. Lots of lawyers can get an innocent client off. Takes a really terrific lawyer to get a guilty one off.
That's why you tried to run my case for me.
Don't forget, I'm a terrific lawyer, too.
And a terrific kisser. That I'll never forget.
Dennis, I know I shouldn't have butted in on your case, but...
New rules, okay? As far as work goes, we won't interfere with each other.
Here at home, all new rules?
I'm still working on that one.
Dennis, I've done a lot of soul-searching lately, and I thought I could become another Carol, but I'm sorry, I just can't.
Do you think that's what I want for a wife?
That's what you've been hinting at.
Well, no, I'm not so sure.
You mean you don't think you'd mind cooking and cleaning and wearing an apron and...
I mean, I'm not sure.
Oh.
I'll get it.
If you don't think it'll damage your image.
I'll take the chance.
Hi, Dennis. How are you?
Bonnie Lee, what are you doing here? Is something wrong?
Oh, no, but in all the excitement, I didn't get a chance to thank you. Hello, Mrs. Stevens.
Don't thank me. Thank our system of justice. That's what got you off.
If I were you, I'd stick to thanking him.
I wanted to give you something to show my appreciation.
That's very sweet of you. But a public defender's work is free. I couldn't accept a gift.
Oh, it's not a gift. Here,
A lighter? How did you...
I lifted it the other night. But now that you got me off and on, I couldn't keep it.
Besides, you could only get $1 for it.
50 cents. Oh, gee, I gotta go. Mom's throwing a big celebration party for
I
me.
thought you were so alone.
I know you did. That sympathy bit really helped my case, didn't it? Well, see ya.
How do you like that? I still can't believe it.
I can. That wide-eyed innocence, anyone could have fallen for it.
Anyone but you. I should have listened. Well, baby, it looks like you won and I lost.
Bunny Lee lost. Now she thinks she can go on lying and stealing. But you didn't lose, Dennis. You ran a great defense and you won. I'm proud of you.
You know something, Mrs. Stevens? You're terrific. And not just as a wife and as a lawyer, but as a woman.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Today, TV Land continues our month-long marathon of back-to-back cop shows. Kojak, Beretta, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, Adam 12, Dragnet, TV Land's finest.
I guess we're policemen.
Coming up at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific, only in TV Land.